Alright, so I'm going to try a live stream. Never done this before, so if this works, great. If not, well, then, everything is susceptible to change. So this is just a quick video to give you guys an idea of the Ken bird as it sits right now. I've already done some minor work to clean up some of the broken pieces that were part of the gimbal. So this is what is essentially left of the vertical yaw arm. This is what's left of the cable that was from the vertical yaw arm. And I had one strip screw that was in the gimbal mount that I had to take out. The gimbal itself is not too bad. The horizontal yaw arm and the motor is in good shape. It seems to be smooth, doesn't seem to be bad. And the lens itself, when I first got it, had some like watermarks on it. I've since been able to polish and clean that up. Ken says he has a cover that goes over the top of this, so I'm waiting for that to show up. Until that time, I keep the lens covered up with this cloth and a rubber band to prevent any dust or debris. So I already disassembled the gimbal itself, and I have all the pieces separated out so that I can easily put it back together once I have the parts. This itself really is not in bad shape. There wasn't any damage to the gimbal cover or the mounts or anything inside here, and I have a good motor assembly for the top of the yaw arm as well. But so the first challenge that I run into is the gimbal ESC that fits on the back of the yaw arm and the cover, the box that it goes in. All of that stuff's gone. So I've got to get a new yaw arm, a new ESC board, and a new cover. I found a company that basically has all of those in one package. So I'm working on getting that. As for the drone itself, it's going to need a new body. My question that I have for everybody, and feel free to comment, these motors here have marks here and here that are on the motors. Now, Ken actually flew this in one of his videos, so I know that the motors work and they fly, but the question is, and just an opinion, replace, not replace? I'm thinking replace, but, I'd like feedback. The frame itself is actually twisted, and you'll have to pardon me, I've got the bottom covered up to prevent any dust or debris getting in. All the lens LEDs are gone, shy of one, so I've got to get a new set of lenses. All the little cardboard things are still in there, but I'm going to get a new set of those anyway, since I have to replace the top and middle case assemblies. I've already got the video for that. What I'm going to do is ship the case to Ken. And what he's going to do is he's going to restore the body with the stickers and the signature and everything before it comes to me, so that I can put the drone back exactly the way that it was before the accident. As for the landing gears, they're in really good shape, so I'm not going to have to change any of this. And from what I've read so far, I've got to do some soldering for the motors. I've got a guy that's going to send me some of the sealant that I need to reseal the solder afterwards. And I haven't gotten a chance to solder anything for about a decade, so I'm going to do some practice soldering first before I start doing that. But the Ken bird is definitely going to fly again. One blade, unfortunately, is not going to help. I'll have to get some more. But I want to thank everybody last night on the show that contributed. The funds are definitely going to help, So I'm looking forward to bringing this drone back to flying condition. It is going to be a labor of love. I can't thank Ken enough for the opportunity to do this. This is really awesome. He actually gave me the remote for his replacement that he got. So it's actually a brand new remote. and I've already gone ahead and put the knobs from my P3 on there because you gotta have knobs. It's all pinching, so I'll buy a new set of knobs from Ken and replace it on the P3 since I want to teach my wife how to fly. As for the charger, that was the other thing that he submitted. It has some electrical tape because there's one of the wires that's pulled. I may or may not replace that. He says it works fine. The only thing I didn't get with this was a battery. So unfortunately that is going to have to take some time because DJI doesn't just give those things away, and they're really pricey. So once I can score up a battery, I will be able to do the final testing to determine if all the work that I do is going to function. I've been doing the research, and I found most, if not 90% of the parts that I need, and the prices aren't too bad. I mean, even the shell, top and bottom shells, are not that expensive to replace, and these are honest to God DJI parts. These are from DJI through Amazon. The ESCs, unfortunately, I have to go to a different route on them. So the yaw arm, the cable, the backboard, everything's going to come in one package, and then the ESC is going to come from a different package. Good morning to you guys. Thank you for chiming in and seeing. I've never done a live stream before, so I can see the pop-ups, but I don't see the actual feed of the chat. The ESC board was probably the most challenging one to find. Surprisingly enough, eBay has like tons of them, and you have to be really careful to make sure that you specifically identify that it's for a Phantom 4 Pro. There are a buttload of parts for Phantom 4s. Phantom 4 Pros, not so much. So, and surprisingly enough, I've only had to use 2 tools on this so far. I've been real impressed with the way that DJI makes this thing. Good, sir. Texas people unite, man. We own this place. It's great. So, first step is going to be getting the shell sent to Ken and getting the key parts. I believe I'm going to start with the gimbal. Once I have the gimbal fully assembled and done, then I'll work on the case, because the case is essentially tearing the whole thing apart, and that's going to be a little bit longer to do. The gimbal is going to be the first part. I want to put that one together first, now that I know where I can get the parts, and some of them are on sale. So aside from that, thank you very much for chiming in this morning. More to follow, and as always, make sure you guys listen in on Ken's channel as well. He's got some great videos planned this weekend. I think he's going out to an airport, which looks like it's going to be awesome. And if I don't have any more videos by the time Thursday Night Live shows up, by all means chime in, check out Ken's show and the news. So thanks a lot, guys. Have yourselves an amazing weekend. If you can't have an amazing weekend, find somebody who is having an amazing weekend, beat them up and take theirs. Talk to you later, and thank you very much. Bye.